Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
Hold on, click, I'm lagging. Whoa.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium
I'm lagging, quick, wait.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
We gotta restart.
And no
Let me
run
restart my
back here.
internet.
This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller.
Come here, man.
From the 25, they work this to the 29.
It's 2019. Nobody should be lagged.
Yo, he pinning them black people in. He pinning them black people in. Yo, join my broadcast, Henny Mac and Shaheem. Nah, they on the phone.
Nah, she ain't with it.
Gain of 4.
That's how we do, D. That's how we do. They don't run on this.
4 yards on the pickup.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Watson. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend?
I don't know nothing.
Any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow,
come here, where you going?
Defenders, using guys almost as screens
I don't know nothing. I don't know your plays. Nigga, this is 20. This is not
football. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put it in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
Hold on,
a pickup of 8 on the screen.
Hello?
And it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Watson on 3rd down. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive.
Yeah.
That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
At their own 20-yard line.
He tired.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in the game.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Dak finding his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
A first down carry by Elliott.
Yeah, from here.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 29, Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. Cooper was the intended target.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner.
Yo,
you and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. He finds his target, Fuller. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Watson on first down. Rolling to his right. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To the air yet again, Watson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one. So conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on it.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 85 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
You say you're next,
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Yo.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They go play action here on first down.
Get out of here.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete.
Yeah, back, dude, man. I love you.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far.
Yo,
this will be 3rd and a mile.
This is the hell I do. I do this man shit. Real recognize real. I do this fucking man shit. Real recognize real. I do this man shit. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You're a little boy to me. This is 20, not 19.
Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
This is Elliott.
They let Elliott do whatever they want.
He'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away.
You just let Zeke Elliott.
Tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away.
Come here! He can't do shit.
And down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
Oh, my. He got an X back.
A long way to go in this football game. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
No, that's
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
54, check, 54.
You don't know how to finish, though. That's
From
your
the
thing.
gun, here's Watson.
Come here. Give me that.
And this will be
You don't know how to finish, though.
Physical play
I'm in your head. I'm in your head.
It's second down. Thomas, the intended target. And now it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson escaping the pressure.
On his ass. He's finna be mad. I'm on his ass. He's finna be mad.
Pocket for a sack.
He's pulling up now.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. Hopkins on the ground over the middle. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Click, don't do it. Play like you want to win, Click. Click, I will call my other timeout. Play like you want to win.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th.
Of course, I just ran a 90-yard backwards.
They're going for it. It's Watson. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Yeah, that was the first. You know what you're doing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's Hopkins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
My sister deleted
now the
it
Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Watson. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
Hell no. Get out of here.
And we're down to 8 seconds now. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
That shit out of here. I don't know. Who you playing? You not playing Trey? You not playing Trey?
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
You not playing Trey? You not playing Trey?
Throwing again is Watson.
Yo,
flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Yo, you should just kick the field goal, but you're stupid. You're not built like that.
Before the break, Watson, he wants it all for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is taken as 4.
Ass whooping in the air.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
On my bean shit, nigga. You don't know nothing about beanie
Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10.
You don't know nothing about the Broad Street Bully. Nigga, I'm about to show you. I'm about to show you the Broad Street Bully.
Here's Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Yeah, yo, it's different. It's different.
To throw is Prescott. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
That'd be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim.
They changed it up, right?
On the return, Carter. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
You say you don't like
from
that
the 32
change?
Now. Here's 1st and 10.
You hit the, it's, yeah, it's the whole defensive shift.
To throw is Watson. Operating from the gun. On the right side, this is Miller. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 46 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A 1st down carry now for Miller.
Yo, what are you doing?
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
This shit giving me so much
Tackle
lag.
in there by Chidobe Awuzie. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
Think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
They'll find Miller. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there and a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Miller.
That's crazy how
they go the wrong way on this one.
they won't let you
back at the
shift
12.
your defensive line.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
They won't let you shift it like
That's
that.
a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft.
They all go to one
able to
side.
really make a big-time play for their defense.
Nah, they all go to one
about
side.
the 11 after only
the whole
a yard.
defense go to one side.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach
It's
prior
not-
to
you
the
can make
game.
it
He's
one
definitely
go
one of the
left,
better
one go right.
linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start the drive with Elliott.
Oh, I can't go to Clowney.
Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of
He
steam.
gonna go get it.
Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. He's got a 1st down and then some inside
That's
the
what
40.
I'm talking about.
He is out of bounds inside the 35. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
The
Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
My dad said you might want to go to sleep and get ready for work.
For his second sack of the afternoon.
They thought I was Derrick Henry the way I ran it.
So a big one coming now for Brett Maher. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt.
Wow.
And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right.
And this score will stay right where it is. Weird.
Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but
I got
went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. On first down, it's Watson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. That'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Watson to the right side and complete to Thomas. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Check. Anyway. In the car.
Now a first down throw, Watson. The quick slant caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. From 10 yards out, and the Texans have retaken the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet.
I was
or
lagging.
they just executed better. Because they had two previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Prescott. This one caught left side by Cooper. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and
he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no blood stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Yo, this shit is crazy. I'm lagging.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Yeah, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Check 52.
Check 59. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Watson from the gun. He'll throw.
No, what are you doing?
Game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
No,
now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Going right side. He has Winton. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a desperation throw.
No!
Catch is made. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. As the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
What the hell is that? It's the lag. I'm lagging, bro.
It's insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. And Miller with it over the middle. And get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Watson. And this will be incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come
together. Matt, you would have got world star.
The throw is made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Buying time to his left. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Now Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Watson now to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
That's what I'm talking about. Man.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
I bet you is.
Now Watson.
Did y'all just say, yo, what the fuck? Click, it says the connection has lost to your peer. You on some bullshit. I'm home, bro. That was my game. I'm home. I don't know what to tell you. Yo, I just won. Yo, I'm home, dog. Yo, go ahead, send it back. That's crazy. I was about to win, too. Dang, dog.
That's 20 booms and ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debate. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pull out one for the sake, blood till there's nothing left. I'ma run to the blood until we all got them baguettes. Hear the footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
Yo, that's his click fucked up his internet
and
so
it
wouldn't count.
Underway from NRG Stadium in Houston.
Crazy.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
He just seen I had the momentum. Yeah, but he don't know how to kick field goals. And then once I would have called my timeout on the field goal, it'd have messed him up real bad. Now watch what I do to him here. 21 zip.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Yo.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run.
Yo,
but
next time call my grandma back.
Short here with 3rd down coming
Call my grandma back next time. Here, where you at?
Prescott. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
No, Henny Mac, Hayden. What?
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him as it is. It'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
I got my neck done too.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 42. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. They'll roll him out right.
Wow.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
And
as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Titans not going to do nothing anyway.
From the gun, here's Watson. Flush to his right. And he's got Miller. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Nah, you see they give him a little boost because he got the X factor. So they gave him a little boost.
This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
I told Cook I got mad. He gonna say, "Damn, you late." I said, "Damn, you just got that text message."
And leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Texans have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get turned all loose.
You did not win both games. Why you lying to your girl like that? Why you lying to your son like that? You did not even win.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called, and you want to see how defense.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked Picked off at the 21. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They begin with a run by Miller.
What?
What a juke into space. Lamar Miller. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 79 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
Mad about
and
what?
Those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into big.
Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The drive starts with a completion, left side. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw again on second down. Watson eluding the pressure right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
21 what? Where?
On first down, it's Miller. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the Cowboys' 36-yard line.
19. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On second and 12, Watson dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Watson on the keeper. Incomplete on the throwaway. Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Watson. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Check 50.
Here we go on fourth. Watson, he finds his target, Fuller. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
Yeah, nigga. I do this shit, nigga. Remember that, man.
And this is going to be brought
this
back
ain't nothing,
for a
nigga.
fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys.
It's called hope, nigga.
Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails.
My dad wouldn't even know how to play. Yo, Henny Mac.
And now out comes Houston. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a one-score game.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
I did not quit the first one. What are you talking about? Hell no, you wasn't about to win that.
Watson, pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. DeMarcus Lawrence, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Bro, Shaheem, this game is crazy, dog.
3rd and long, it's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to the ground now with Miller. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No, you can't.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And when a free safety goes like he did there, he better be sure he's going to be able to make a play.
What?
Oh, there's no doubt about it, because I have a feeling that the defensive coordinator and head coach are on the sideline screaming, no, no, no. Good play.
Yeah, good job, buddy.
Uh-huh.
Here's Watson throwing on 3rd and long. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's taken down inside the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. A shotgun snap for Watson. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and it's 3rd and short.
3rd down and 2.
What is that? 19! Mike 5-4. Hey, 59! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Now, let's go!
Again, it's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now Watson, and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Maybe a free play for Watson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Watson now, operating from the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. After the penalty, it's Miller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run with Miller. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target.
Yep.
Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Fourth down and less than a yard.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on fourth down. Now it's Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get him the football back. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped him 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there on the side. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. To Sean Gibson. Give him the sack on the safety blitz. And not a blitz there, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
What you got some more?
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this is going to be
incomplete. How much you want for it?
A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't
my dad said he got 30 for you.
And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Right
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yo, Henny Mac. Henny Mac.
Watson with a give to Miller. And brought down.
Yeah, he got one. He got
inside the 25.
Legend edition.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They keep it with Miller on first down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
They'll buy some time right. Incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his
I'm waiting for him to call me back. I'm going to call you back once he calls me back.
Hit his back.
I'm waiting for him to call me back.
Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly. No.
And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for third down.
With the Air Max?
They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
I see you here.
Now a toss play. This is Foreman. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
Just give me the. You still got the Apple Watch?
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. That's it. You're not ready.
Bro.
You're not ready.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Houston. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play.
I paid $1.90 for him.
Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. And he'll sling that one in there. Complete to Cooper on the comebacker. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Prescott looks to throw on first. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Texans take over 1st and 10.
What'd you say?
Watch the run, watch the run.
To throw is Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. George Iloka, the one that comes up to make the tackle. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Oh, man. Just give me the Apple Watch for him. You can have him for the Apple. Huh?
On second down, here's Watson. And Miller with it over the middle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Check, 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 check. Now let's go.
They'll run on first down. It's Miller. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Huh? All right, hold on. Let me see my dad do.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
from the gun. Here's Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be signing up.
Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now it's Miller. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. From the red zone now, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Tackle.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Texans on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. Watson now to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
So on 4th down, Texan
like
kicker
that. That's crazy.
Fairbairn comes on. From the right hash, this from 33. A.J. McCarron looking to throw. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Texans will extend their lead.
Is it okay?
I'm getting on Fortnite.